What's good, YouTube? We just, uploaded our first video of the day, and I just wanted to do a double video today because I had another subject I wanted to talk about, go over with y'all, and just, uh, talk over, mull over, whatever. Yeah, man, I just kind of want to talk about self-identity, exactly what it means as like a young man in your 20s, and um, how to really find yourself in that. So what's good, YouTube? My name's Cohen. I'm a 20-year-old college student. Um, you know, I try I try to make as much money as I can doing different jobs. I work as a server part time. I also like do a bunch of side hustle things. Not gonna get too into it, but yeah. And I just talk about self improvement, faith, and just how to like get better at certain things in life. So I just kind of want to talk about, sorry, bro, it's been a long day. My hair is too long. But disregard. I want to talk about exactly what I just said, bro. Self identity, exactly what it means, and I'll give y'all like a brief little story, kind of overview of the past few years for me. Um, yeah, like high school, bro. Like I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't really know what I liked. I switched around in sports a lot. I went to track. I thought about doing football for a while. I wasn't sure what to do exactly. I just was kind of floating. I got put in a relationship. I kind of just went with the flow for a couple of years in the high school. I didn't really know if I wanted to, what I wanted to do career wise. I didn't even really want to go to college. I just figured I had to have a backbone, to have a support system, whatever. Do I regret coming to college? No, I think it was a good decision. It's just more of so like I wasn't making active decisions. I was kind of just going with like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't going all in on something. And now, as I've started to mature, I've looked back on things and started to think more about what I actually wanted to do, what I want to do, why I made those decisions that way, and how I can get better at decision making, as what I actually like to do and like to consume as a person. Because people would always ask me my favorite artists, my favorite movies, my favorite whatever, like the typical icebreakers, and I would always just get so stressed over it, bro, because I didn't know like if this is my favorite artist, my favorite music, or if this is the next person's favorite artist, whatever, or this is social media's favorite artist right now. I mean, I was really lacking some of the self identity things that really help you, build character and who you are, and I was just latching on to what I thought was cool. And when you're at a young age, that's appropriate to do, but when you start to get, a little bit older, you got to start distancing yourself from that and actually start, building what's true about yourself. And so, I've reached this phase where it's like, oh, yeah, man, I like to do this. I actually do really like writing down my thoughts. I really do like, you know, doing certain things. I really do like um this that, and I really don't like this and that. Like I really don't like going out to parties. I learned that early on in my college experience. I don't really like doing this. I really like doing this. Like you just see through trial and error, kind of, and then you come back to yourself and say, okay, how do I employ this? And I'll just say like self identity, bro. Like you never really, I feel like we never really 100% grasp it. Like it's really hard to get in tune with yourself completely. um but faith is a big part of that for me. um and just being able to discover yourself through God, and your own given talents, abilities, and plus your own fallbacks, things that you need to work on as a human, your own bad sides, as well as like something called the Enneagram, which if you don't know is just like this. It's a base personality type. There's 9 types, and it kind of is like helps you learn more about your personality and how you react in different situations. And it doesn't prescribe you a personality, but it more so guides you to finding out more about yourself and how you can be better, and certain patterns in your life that you need to work on. And so I started reading into that, and that helped me open up my ideas to these things, bro, like to these things of self-improvement. And I've just been, more active in that exploration of who I am, and also like how to fully get in touch with myself and my emotions as well. Because like I'm an emotional person, and for a lot of times I was thinking more so with my head. Like I was limited to thinking with my head, and trying to cut off my emotions just to, not cause problems. And so no, now I'm more back to like balancing, what I'm saying, balancing both of those things, and trying to learn how to go from there. So, you know, I'll just say self identity is like one of the strongest things you can have, bro. And I might do another video over this, like leveling up or whatever. But I think it's so interesting that like we have these social trends, social media things, um, and it's always about, leveling up, like how you can be more attractive to someone, how you can be, more confident in different things. And I would just really say, like, I really want to stress, and I think I'll make a separate video over this, but like I really want to stress that like leveling up, I believe, is completely inside of you, and like inner work, bro. Like you got to be able to identify yourself and exactly who you are, and uh, be more confident, positive self talk. Like to you, like that's the most confident and attractive thing you can do overall, is to be able to be completely confident in the right decision at the right time in the right moment, no matter who's around you, bro. Like it is one of the most amazing things to see. Like one of the coolest things is to see someone that stands on their business, bro. Like actually, like I've done it before, but not against like an amazing amount of pressure or like a lot of pressure, but like, you know, if the whole world is telling you this thing and you're like, no, I don't do that. You never give in. That to me is one of the most rewarding and just gratifying and also attractive things. Like if I see that from a girl, bro, I'm gonna be very attracted to her because she's standing on her what she believes, and I'm like, okay, you got a high principle for yourself, set out, whatever. For a guy, I'm like, I want to be their friend, bro. Like they're gonna hold me accountable in that way too. They're gonna make sure I don't slip up. And if a dude's like, I don't do this, I don't really go out for real, I'm more focused on this, and this, and getting money and whatever. Man, like, that is so cool to me, bro. Like, I'd rather just chop it up with you about how we can get this bag than drink with you, bro. Like, I'll chop it up for hours with you about how we can get to the next phase, how we can keep getting better, how we can get money, bro. And that's why my boys are my boys, bro, because those guys are the type of dudes I have those conversations with. They're not the dudes I smoke with. They're not the dudes I drink with. They're not the dudes I play sports with. Not they're not really activity kind of guys. They're more so lifestyle and faith based friends. And so that's why they're family, they're brothers to me, bro. Because we stand for so much more. So I know this is straight, just kind of disorganized, but it's just like, man, you gotta really help tap into your self identity, bro. Listen to your inner self. It comes in spurts. It comes in little waves. It's quiet, but you can hear it in different moments if you're paying attention to yourself. You can pay attention to your real personality and what really bothers you, instead of just pushing out what you're actually thinking. Diagnose yourself. Think about your thoughts. Why did I think that? Why did I react this way? Don't overthink, but also begin to think, bro. Like some people just, they get uncomfortable in their head, and so they switch off their thoughts completely. And do not do that, bro. Like they start to overthink, they just switch off their thoughts. That is not the right answer, bro. I've done that before. It is not healthy to do that. you gotta be in tune with yourself, but you can't, overthink it. Like, you just gotta know. You gotta go and you gotta know, bro. Like, you don't question, but don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks different for everybody, but you gotta know, bro. Like, think, think, think out loud. Get some of the extra overthinking negative stuff out of the way, and then really dive into productive thinking, bro. Like, your mind can be a actual weapon to arm you, bro. Or it can be a weapon that destroys you. Like, you got to be able to handle your mind, and that's one of the biggest things in self identity, bro. Like, genuinely. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah, that was good. I feel like I kind of got some things off of my chest I wanted to say. Um, yeah, bro. I hope one day I can keep on or one day this channel is able to build a little bit, and then I can just keep all this hard work and keep investing. I wanna build here. I wanna get better. I wanna do different things. I want it to be a tool, a resource. I want it to only have positive effects on people and not bring anyone down. But much love, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Y'all stay safe. You know, be patient. Take care of yourself. Be in tune with yourself and think. Don't overthink though. You know what I'm saying? So much love.